Aloha! Thank you for tuning in to episode number 12. My name is Christina Estrada, partner of Booyah Marketing, where we have deeper connections. Today, our honored guest is Julie Lawerence, making home ownership a dream come true. A loan officer for almost 40 years here in Hawaii and California. She spent 17 years at First Hawaiian Bank, which she gave her experience not only in the home mortgage world but in many areas of consumer and business lending. After leaving First Hawaiian Bank, she started Akamai Home Loans, where she continued to focus on building home ownership for the community. Julie is truly an all around lender. She can guide you not only in home mortgages, but also in business loans, SBA loans, and commercial property lending. You can find her at Barrett Financial Group as a mortgage loan originator. Serving 49 years or 49 states, sorry, she is here today to honor us with her honest wisdom how easy it is for first-time home buyers to get started. Today, we are focusing on those of you who have thought of owning your own home and have no idea where to start. How are you today, Julie?
Great, Christina, and I really appreciate you inviting me here today because I've been in the lending business for a long time, and I see a lot of people that can become homeowners that just don't know where to start. So I'm very honored to be able to share my experience and my time with them.
Oh, good. I know. I'm so excited. So, is it a good time to be shopping for a home right now?
You know what the best time to shop for a home is when it's right for you. And so, we get a lot of information streaming at us, what the real estate market looks like, what the average prices are, what the loan programs are, what it takes to qualify. And, that is very, I want to say generic, general information,
Mm.
but owning a home and buying a home is a very unique personal experience. And when it's right for you, it's right for you. You could read in the news, oh, the market crashes, or don't buy a home right now, or rates are horrible.
Yeah.
But if the universe comes together and gives you everything you need to become a homeowner, it's the right time, right? And you're never going to know when that is if you're just listening to all this stuff in the news.
Mm.
It's the right time is anytime it's right for you.
That's awesome. So, how much money do you need?
Well, when we talk about buying a home, the standards are I need 20% down and I need some money for closing costs. But that is the old ways, right? That's the old ways. We're in modern times. We're creative in our thinking as lenders and as loan programs. And there are not only a wide variety of programs that have various financial needs, there's also a lot of creativity in creating the dollars that you need to become a homeowner. So when I talk about the loan program things, like there's USDA financing that gives you 100% financing. You don't need a down payment. You'll still need some money for closing costs, and that could be $2,000 to $5,000. But you can ask the seller to contribute. You can ask the realtor to kick some in. I can charge you a little bit higher interest rate and give you some money back. That's just touching the surface of
Wow.
ways to come up with funding, right? We
Right.
have loan programs that require a 3% down payment. And we can do what they call a rate premium. And let's say the rates are 5%. If you're willing to pay and you qualify for a 5.5% rate, that extra interest rate is rebated to you to use for money towards your closing costs and your down payment. And again, the loan programs, USDA is 0% down payment. A conventional loan is 3% down. An FHA loan requires 3.5% down. But you don't need to write any of this down because I will show you all of those and I will be analyzing to see where your best fit is. Okay.
Wow.
So yeah, you can get a better deal if you've got some money, but don't see the lack of money is holding you back. Right? You could have, if you've worked at your job for a long time and you have a 401 or a retirement plan, you can use that money as a qualifying factor without having to withdraw it or spend it. You can get a loan against your retirement account for the $5,000 down payment. We can use a pretend withdrawal from your IRA account without actually having to take it down to help qualify you. So yeah, you need some money. You need some money. But if you don't have it in your pocket today, I'll help you build a plan to create that, right? So funds can come from yourself. They can be a gift from a family member. You can sell a car as long as you document it. We can use a rate rebate. And what a lot of people don't know, if you have Section 8, you can use that to qualify for a home. We also
What?
have a program called Mortgage Credit Certificate, where the state gives you a rebate based on your tax liability that can also be used to qualify for a home loan. So if you've got Section
Wow.
8, we add that to your income to qualify you, right? So
Yeah.
a lot of the programs that are out there to help people be in housing, those resources can also be used to help you buy your own.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So what is the best next step for people as a first-time home buyers? What types of loans would be available for the viewers?
So the types of loans for, we don't really like distinguish between first-time home buyers anymore because the programs are widely available. And so let's say conventional financing, it used to be you needed 20% down and a 9,000 credit score. But now you can get into conventional financing with as little as 3% down and as low as a 640 credit score. With an FHA loan, you can be as low as a 580 or even a 560 credit score in some instances. And FHA requires a 3.5% down payment. Okay. And then with
Wow.
USDA, a USDA program doesn't require any down payment. Okay. And what is the best fit for you or somebody that's trying to buy? That's where my knowledge comes in. My 40 years in the industry, I've worked with every single one of these programs, and I am going to meet with you, hopefully in person, get the details of your finances, and then find where you best fit. And if there's something that a little tweaking you can do to make you even a better fit in another program, we're going to explore that too. So there's no people are afraid to even ask because rule of thumb in the past, you need 20% down, you need a 9,000
Mm,
credit score, you need a cosigner, you need this, you need that. But that's all a lot of false information, right? Because as I just
yes.
mentioned, Section 8, you can use that to buy a home,
Yeah. Who would
right?
ever known?
You
Section
can use
8.
it, you
Yeah.
can use your retirement plan without actually withdrawing it. We have
Yeah.
programs for everything, right? And so the first step for anybody that's interested is to call me, right? And
Okay.
we'll just talk story a little bit. And then I love meeting people in person. And there's so many details to a mortgage loan, but there's really only three basic details: your desire, your willingness to do the things you need to follow the program, which sometimes it's tightening your belt and not going to
Mm.
Ross's all the time. There's little things that we can do that help ourselves. And a lot of times we don't do that. We don't do that because it's like, I'm hopeless. I'll never buy a home. Why do I have to do that?
Yeah.
But you can. There's, some broad parameters, have this credit score, this much for a down payment. You need some money
Hmm.
for closing. Broad parameters, but all of us are unique individuals and we have different household setups. Do you have your kapuna still living with you? Do you have children that are working living with you? We have
Mm.
different household setups. We have different income streams, but there is a path for every one of those variations. There is a path to home ownership for you. And I can show you how to get on that path, give you specific directions on what to do and how to do it so that sooner rather than later you can become a home.
I love it. So, mahalo nui loa, Julie, for your time. Any parting words you would like to say to the viewers?
I just would like to mention, Christina did mention I worked at First Hawaiian Bank for a very long time. And one of the things that I learned that helps me now with home ownership is I was trained in commercial lending, in business purpose lending, in SBA lending. I received training in a lot of different types of loans.
Mm.
So those are very good partners sometimes with becoming a homeowner, because maybe you've got a business that your uncle financed and he's charging you 29%. I can set you up with a real legit business purpose loan that could be maybe more 4 to 8%. Fund some improvements to your business so that you can make more money. I have very lengthy experience in financing a commercial building, in financing SBA loans, in financing the other parts of our financial pictures that to contribute to us being successful employers and successful employees that lead us on that path to home ownership. So my expertise and my years of knowledge isn't just in the mortgage business. I do all that other stuff too, because to be successful in a commercial industry, to be successful in a business is part of the puzzle of helping you become a successful. So I don't have to give you somebody's card, go call them and see what they can say. We can include all of those pieces of the puzzle with one stop.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so mahalo, mahalo. I put Julie's information down below in the description box. Please click the subscribe, notification, and thumbs up. If you also would like to donate to the channel, we appreciate it. It helps us build our content. Booyah Marketing, a hui ho. Until we meet again.